Well, my duties for Stone Cold are mostly computer, not calendar related. You know, I don't think Jason even carries a calendar. He's more of a, whatever the current situation dictates.
Well, we know that the current situation dictated, and that was Alcazar's demise, right?
I know nothing of the sort.
Oh, come on, Spinelli, don't try to con me. You're not very good at it. The animosity between the Corinthos and Alcazar factions is the worst-kept secret in this town. Alcazar's gone missing. It would stand to reason that Jason had something to do with it.
I didn't know that Alcazar had gone missing, let alone when it might have occurred. So, either way, I'm sure that, Stone Cold's hands are clean.
Oh, so you're saying that you don't have an alibi for Jason when Alcazar disappeared? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, Rick, you got a problem? Bring it to me. Don't bother my people.
Wow. Who would have thought you, Alexis Davis, would get conned by a sociopath like James Craig?
Never mind. Look, I came to see Jax. But having just found out what kind of man his brother is, I thought he might need a friend.
No. You're here because you want Jax to tell you that Jerry isn't that bad of a guy. He is that bad of a guy. He used you. Just like he uses everyone who crosses his path, including his brother.
Getting angry at Jax isn't going to change anything.
What? Emily, he poisoned me, framed you, and I can't deny that the guy's creative. Which segues me into my next question. What's next? What torture is your brother dreaming up next, huh? Perhaps toothpicks under the fingernails? What? While Jack's here, everyone's BFF is protecting him.
Is it really so hard to understand? He's my brother.
If you don't do anything to stop him, you are just as guilty of whatever he does next.
Craig, what are you doing here?
Well, I was hoping you'd lead me to Alcazar. He hasn't been returning my calls. And from what I overheard, I think he has a legitimate reason. So should I offer my condolences or congratulations for a team effort well done?
Alcazar has brain damage. Remember? Maybe he fell down the elevator shaft.
Gee, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
You should check that out. And I bet if that is where we ultimately find Mr. Alcazar, I would bet everything that I have that he was pushed.
Well, Alcazar, he did make a lot of enemies.
Yeah, but he also made a baby, which makes it very hard for me to believe that he left the country on his own accord.
Well, not everybody is cut out for fatherhood.
Yes, Sky agrees with you. She thinks that he left the country.
The truth is, I don't give a damn what happened to Alcazar or where he is. Neither do any of my associates, including Mr. Spinelli. So what are you trying to prove? That you're shedding buckets of tears because you can't find Alcazar? You don't think I know the compromising ties that you guys had goes away with him?
I see him getting nowhere here.
Yeah, I see that too. So...
Wow, that was awesome. Like the way you turn the questions around to make the corrupted one kind of squirm in his seat, and then saving me from those booby trap questions, and then calling me one of your peeps.
Okay, get back. Let me explain something to you. If you ever touch me like that again, I will bend your fingers back so far that you'll be typing upside down. You got that?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have some deep-rooted good brother, bad brother kind of thing? I mean, you couldn't have Sonny, so you hooked up with Rick, and you can't have Jack, so what do you want, Jerry now? What's wrong with you?
Carly, your husband is dealing with the nightmare of finding out that his brother is a certified psychotic. And do you really want to stand there and take pot shots at me?
Well, you're an easy target. fine. I'm sorry, okay? But you are right about one thing. Jax is devastated. But I am his wife. I will comfort him, not you, Alexis.
I understand that. I understand how you feel, but do you think perhaps that you might be so blinded by your own anger from being in this situation that you're not going to be able to do him any good at all?
It tears me apart to know what my brother's capable of, what he did. But
No, there's no buts, there's no excuses here. Okay, let's review, shall we? Poisoned me, framed her, held a hotel lobby full of people hostage, and then blew it up. Your hotel, no less. What else? Yes, shot Robin, and then made Emily and Carly keep her alive with whatever they could find in the hotel. Elizabeth terrorized her while she was pregnant. Shall I go down the list?
I don't need a checklist of my brother's...
No, I think you do, because you weren't there and you didn't see it. Look, we could all be dead right now, including Carly. What would you have done if your own brother shot Carly? Huh? Would you still be standing in here in front of me, tap dancing, trying to rationalize what he did?
Nicholas, listen to me. You're being unfair. Jerry's a grown man. He makes his own choices. Jax isn't responsible for his brother's actions.
Well, what about holding Jerry responsible for his? Your brother, well, Emily's own father, his heart was failing, denied him treatment, and then pushed him out the door to die. Should he have to answer for that?
What Jerry did to my father is unforgivable, but he's gone. Nicholas, and I don't want anybody else's life to be destroyed, including Jax's.
Do you think that protecting Jerry is going to make all this destruction go away? No. You stand here with an espionage charge dangling over your head because of him, because of Jerry.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to try to stop my brother from doing any more harm.
Do you think that's possible?
If anyone can get through to him, it's me.
You're anathema in this town. Everybody wants you dead. So why are you walking around, face in the open for everybody to see?
Oh, it seems that Jason hasn't brought you up to date. Well, you see, there's been an interesting shift in the balance of power as well as my future plans. Something I suspect that Alcazar doesn't have to worry about anymore. You two are an unlikely duo, but apparently a very effective one.
I don't like what you're implying, and I don't care to. I'm meeting Jason here because we're family.
Oh, don't disappoint me with a lame excuse that isn't worthy of you. I can see in your eyes that you have blood on your hands.
Go home. Cops are gonna find Alcazar or they're not, okay? It's got nothing to do with you.
Spoken like the man who knows where the body's buried.
How can you provoke Jason after everything that you've done? And why are you letting him?
Well, you see, Jason and I have reached a meeting of the minds.
Just go. Go.
You know, I owe you a debt of gratitude. And Alcazar was a problem, and you clearly solved it. I mean, the body will never be found, and no one will lose sleep over it, but don't be foolish enough to think that you can get rid of me as easily. You see, you and I share a dilemma. We'd very much like to kill each other, and we're very capable of doing it, but if I kill you, I destroy my new identity, and a throng of people will come after me with pitchforks and torches. If you kill me, the lives of people you care about will be severely complicated, none more so than Emily's. You know, she will spend the rest of her life in prison. And I hate to think of it. You know, that sweet woman locked up for the rest of her life with murderers and prostitutes and who knows what all.
It's probably not a good idea to remind me what a bastard you are.
But you see, that's the crux of our problem. When you see me, you see James Craig, a heartless terrorist, you know, who deserves torture before killing. But I, on the other hand, have moved past him, and I heartily recommend you do the same. We're practically family. I mean, my brother is married to someone who's nearly your sister, and, you know, like all family members, you know, we don't like each other, but we coexist. You know, we even do favors for each other, like you did to this pompous and incompetent Alcazar. You see, one hand washes the other, even Stephen and all that. Have a nice day.
Jax knows exactly how I feel when it comes to Jerry.
Which is what I'm trying to say. You went through something that I didn't go through. I thought it might be easier for Jax to talk to me.
Oh, yeah, talk to you. If you want to help someone, why don't you help Jerry? He could use a friend. But be careful, because he has a really bad temper. It'd be a shame if he snapped and shot you, or if he slammed you up against the wall, or pistol whipped you. See, that's what he loves to do when he gets really irritated. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, what's up? No, I didn't order 1,300. I ordered 300 bed linens. Well, why can't you Fine. I will be right there. I have to go, so. Hey. Oh, you look like hell.
Well, I feel like it. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, I have to go to the hotel. There's a problem, and Alexis was just leaving. Yeah.
Actually, could you stay? I need to talk to you.
Sure. At your disposal.
Call me if you need anything. Okay?
I don't really know where to begin.
I do. Look, I know everything. I know everything except how to help you.
You know, you could start by putting your nephew on a leash before he goes after my brother and makes things worse.
Look, the only way to stop the violence is to back away. Creating more is counterproductive.
So I'm supposed to what, Emily? Just let this maniac keep doing whatever he wants to whomever he pleases? I can't...
Jerry is responsible for an ugly moment in time, but we can't let that define our lives. You have a son. We have each other.
Yes, I know all that, Emily. Until he wakes up one day and decides to send you to prison just for the fun of
He's
it.
not going to do that. I'm the only leverage that Jerry has left, so let's just let him have it. Let's make the choice to ignore him.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I can't because I love you and I won't let anyone take you away from me, including him.
Nicholas, I know that it's your instinct to protect me. I love you, but I don't want you to. Promise me that you're going to leave him alone.
I want to because you've asked me to, but I don't think I can.
Oh, and have the marble statue from my rooftop terrace lifted and flown out here tonight. The architect wants to look at it first thing in the morning so he can start redesigning the terrace. There's a problem.
Clarice, you know I hate it when you say that.
I know, Miss Howard, but your neighbor, Mr. Corinthos, has that no-fly injunction.
Oh, no. We're way past that. He wouldn't dare have me arrested.
Are we talking about the same man?
Under the right circumstances, Mr. Corinthos can be easier to get along with than he appears.
Well, how could you know after so little time?
I know the type. Sonny didn't grow up as much as become seasoned. He preserves his mystery by hiding behind his money and power, content to let the world seek him out, at which point you're either accepted or rejected. Either way, you rarely get a second chance.
Mr. Corinthos, sir? Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to, cross the boundaries of your dark order.
You see, that's what I'm talking. I don't understand what you said, but you understand.
Oh, sorry. Go.
You understand me, right?
Yeah, most clearly, sir.
Okay, let's get. I'm gonna make myself clear right now. I didn't defuse Rick for you. I did it for Jason because for whatever reason he taps into you without confusion. Why he bothers, I don't understand.
Well, I mean, the Stone Cold and the Jackal are fused at a mental and...
I don't want to hear it. What I want you to do is make yourself useful.
Yeah, well, I mean, your command is my mission, Godfather.
Don't call me that.
Right. Forgot.
Okay, I want you to look up a woman.
A woman?
Yeah, a woman.
Okay.
Her name is Kate Howard. She runs a fashion magazine called Couture.
That's really good pronunciation.
Yeah, one bullet and you're dead. Right, get to it.
By way of addressing your confusion, I think I've been very useful to Stone Cold. I mean, my computer skills are unparalleled, and, no one understands his secret pain better than I, the Jackal, so...
What do you mean, secret pain?
I can't tell you. Well, 'cause... then it wouldn't be a secret.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Yeah, well, you said it was important and you asked me to bring Jake. I can't imagine what this is about.
Well, it's about you, me, your beautiful little baby boy, and what ties us all together.
This isn't about wounded pride. I felt helpless during the hostage crisis and when Craig was controlling me with poison, but I'm even angry at what he's done to you. This goes beyond personal. The man needs to die, that's it.
All you're doing is keeping Jerry in power. Nicholas is not up to us to be his judge and jury.
Emily, what's the alternative here? Huh? Did we go on protecting Jerry and give him a happy, rich life as a reward for everything that he's done?
No, the alternative is to leave Jax and his brother in peace.
It's not going to do you any good to battle to the death with Jerry. It's just not.
Is this about you standing by your old pal Jax, or is it about you making excuses for Jerry because you have a thing for him?
Got your message. I suppose it's safe to assume that we're not going to go down memory lane about these nights got blasted in front of the Bush telly, right?
You'd be right about that.
So regular old deer bashing then.
Who the hell are you? What did you do with my brother? Were you always like this? And I was just too stupid to see it? Is that it?
I came to this place in slow, painful degrees.
Really? How, Jerry? Because I want to know.
You don't need to know.
Well, I was hoping that you'd think I deserve to know. Because this has been really, really quite difficult for me. Trying to justify the inexcusable to myself and everyone around me. You know, I tried believing that the whole hotel incident was just you acting under duress. But then you poison Nicholas and you frame Emily. You know, it's a 50-50 split out there between the people who want me to just give you up to the cops and the ones, including my own wife, who want me just to stand aside and let them just tear you apart limb by limb. And frankly, I'm having a hard time coming up with a reason why I shouldn't.
Well, that makes two of us.
The first 300 sets of linens, blankets, and pillows can go to housekeeping. The other 1,000 can go back. I'm not paying for it.
Everybody stay where you are! This is a robbery. Cooperate, and it will be over in 5 minutes.
Okay. I changed my mind. I will take it all, and I'll cover the cost. Okay. I want you to send the extra linens to the Katrina Relief Charity. Some people get lucky in a tragedy, and most people don't.
I see it too. I still feel the scars. Up here.
Miss Howard, wait. There's another problem. Clarice, I would like for you to erase that word from your vocabulary. Am I clear?
Yes, Miss Howard. But I don't know how else to describe.
Oh, for God's sakes, what is it?
2 kids from next door compromised the work site at your new house. It looks like they were just playing, but
I'm gonna nip this in the bud immediately.
Letitia, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, why is Morgan crying? Which house? He said what? No, it's not gonna happen again. I'm on my way.
I don't understand. What's taking so long?
Well, I mean, as you said, I jackaled the name Kate Howard, and, well, I mean, look, see for yourself. 713,000 kids.
Jackal it down.
Okay. Well, to what area of fashion or journalism would you like?
You know what? I don't care about fashion. I just want to know about the woman, like her personal life, if she even has one.
Easy enough, okay.
Well, I changed my mind. I think that Amelia might have been onto something. Having you and Jake on Everyday Heroes is actually a brilliant idea. I mean, look at them. Look at those big, blue, beautiful eyes. Do you mind if I hold them for a second? Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you. Hey. Oh, my goodness, you got so big already. It's getting so big so fast. Oh, yeah, you are going to be big and strong just like your daddy. Look, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, would you be more interested in the past or present personal life of
Hey, look who's here. Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Well, it looks like Jake got his handsome looks from both his parents. I mean, that that would make for one lucky little boy. No pun intended. I just came to ask Elizabeth to reconsider coming on Everyday Heroes.
Yeah, about that. I'm really sorry, but I haven't changed my mind.
Are you sure? It's a great story.
How are we a story?
How? You, the pregnant hostage, Lucky, the worried cop father, trying to save his wife and unborn child, and happy ending. Just, you can't write stuff like that.
I said no.
I'm sorry. Did I say something to offend you?
No. I don't want that kind of focus on my son.
Well, come on. He's going to be the center of attention eventually one day. And look how beautiful he is. Yes, you are.
You know what, I've got to go. It's time for his nap.
So soon?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Come here, buddy. There you go. All right. Great. Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Jason Sinet.
Hey, look, if I may be so bold to offer an asked for opinion, I think I agree. The innocent one and his family are not really appropriate guests for your show.
Oh, really? Why would you say that?
Rick was sniffing around your computer, boy. And, asking about Alcazar, I guess, whatever. So I got him out of here. But, Spinelli's as tough as a crack. What's wrong with you? Are you all right? You're not listening to me.
Yeah. You said Rick's a problem again. Yeah, I got it.
Maybe you want to discuss something here. Like, no? You walked in here, you saw Sam holding the baby, and some weird energy going on. Why?
First of all, I don't have a thing for Jerry. I thought the guy was charming. I had no way of knowing that he was a psychopath.
It doesn't matter. He still needs to die. Look, his true identity doesn't make him any less of a threat. It's the same man.
Nicholas, don't take your frustrations out on Alexis. She's just trying to minimize the fallout, just like I am.
I had no way of knowing what a monster he was. He was a nice guy. I saw him. He helped me when I was sick. He brought me medication when I needed it. He took me to the hospital when I needed it.
Okay,
He watched my
fine.
kid
Stop.
when I needed it. What was I supposed to do?
No, okay. But just don't try and talk me out of getting rid of him.
If you kill him, you will end up in prison and he'll win.
So you're okay sitting around like target practice?
No, I'm not okay
waiting
with
for
any
whatever
of this.
hell Jerry brings on next. You okay with that?
I'm just praying that Jax is not going to let that happen.
I warned you there was nothing you could do for me. I begged you to stay away to save yourself.
Why won't you give me answers?
Oh, please.
At least try to make me understand, Jerry.
It's going to seem a little anticlimactic, but what the hell? I was a wanted man. I was shot. There was nowhere to hide. So poisoning Nicholas was more expedient.
How do you get poison to start with?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the number of tools I've learned to use. Tools that were used against me, actually.
Is that what you call Emily? A tool?
No. She was insurance.
I want you to stop what you're doing, and I want you to give me the evidence you have against Emily.
Really?
Yes.
If I do, I die.
Oh, Jerry, why didn't you just walk away when you had the chance?
Because I wasn't finished.
Finished? You weren't finished.
You need to trust me now, okay?
You know what? You kept saying that you don't want to involve me, but you dragged me into this the minute you took a job, not only in my town, but you involved people that I care about. So don't think for a second that I'm on your side here.
You're going to think this is absurd, but it will work out.
You really are crazy, aren't you?
No, I'm just too clever for my own good. It'll work in our favor. What I do won't touch you. You'll see, brother.
What happened?
We were just playing.
The boys had their remote control helicopter out in the field next to the new neighbor's property, and the batteries died, and it went down near the construction.
We did not know the cement was wet.
You went over there?
The foreman got really upset, and he yelled at them to get off the property, and then he grabbed the helicopter and just threw it at them.
Is all that's left. Are we in trouble again?
No. Next time you need to let adults help you.
I would hope that you would have enough control over your children to avoid a next time. In the future, I want these delinquents kept off my property. Do we understand each other?
No, not even close.
At the very least, I expect you to make your spoiled, unruly children apologize for their rampant vandalism. And then explain to them how you're taking the money you usually spend on their indulgent, destructive toys and using it to have my terrace resurfaced.
Can you take the boys upstairs and put on a video? A very loud video?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I know who you are.
Of course you do.
And I get that you're Kate Howard, the reigning queen of the fashion industry. But honey, you are out of your element. This is my town. This is my ex-husband's house. And if you insult my kids again, the next time you throw a party on your terrace, you're gonna have my fist print on your face.
Oh, charming. You know, you're every bit as crude as I expected. It's a virus, really, this wave of nouveau riche, all attitude and no class.
Which makes me perfectly suited to kick your butt right back to Manhattan.
We got here as soon as we could.
What's this all about? What are you talking about?
Jerry asked us to meet him here.
I got the same call.
In the world?
Maybe he's planning to keep us all hostage again.
Yeah, well, I don't know what my brother's gonna do next.
And that is the crux of the problem.
Nicholas,
isn't it?
please.
What? What, don't be on my guard? Don't be afraid for the people I care about? And what if Jerry shoots, say, Jason or Monica? Would you still defend him then? What if he comes in here with a lit stick of dynamite?
I just need pyrotechnics for my arrival. A warm smile and a few hugs will suffice. Hey, God, it's been so long. My God, you look good, little brother. Woo. Marriage agrees with you. And look at this place. It's even more magnificent than Lady Jane has said. Wow. Why are you pretending like you just got here?
Keep your voice down unless you have to raise it in an enthusiastic greeting.
What are you up to?
You want to see how long it takes for your alarmed staff to call the police?
You know, it made me a little uncomfortable to see Sam holding Elizabeth's baby.
Why? I mean, that's what women do. They gush over babies. They pass them back and forth.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, Sam can't have children. And
Right.
she feels bad about that, and I thought this whole TV show would occupy her, take her mind off what, you know, she's missing, but now I'm not really so sure.
Well, it's not up to me to tell you how to deal with what goes on in your house, as long as it doesn't affect how you do your work.
I got rid of Alcazar, didn't I?
You sure did get rid of him, and I appreciate that, but it's not the end because Rick knows now. And what has Rick wanted forever? To put you behind bars. Now he has the opportunity. I'm just saying, don't let what's going on with Sam or anything else make you careless, because it will come back to bite us.
I know.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. Are you in the middle of something? I kind of wanted to say
Yeah,
before I
go ahead.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I mean, it just, you seemed kind of, I don't know, shaky when you saw me holding Jake.
I was just surprised, that's all.
Well, I mean, you've held him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming, isn't it? I mean, especially when Jake would have died. I mean, he certainly would have died if it weren't for you, and I think Elizabeth and Lucky owe you a lot.
Yeah, I would have done the same for anybody.
I've seen the three of them together, and I can see how much Lucky really loves that baby. He's gonna be a great dad, you know.
Why are you doing this?
What am I doing, Jason?
It had to be hell for you to hold Elizabeth's baby.
Yeah, I guess it was a little bit, yeah.
And you turn around and you want Elizabeth and Jake on your show. Why the sudden interest?
You know, it's actually nothing I need to worry about because Elizabeth just flat turned me down, so that's the end of that. I've got to go to work, so I wanted to say goodbye. I'll see you in a little bit.
See, it's true. No one in the house has seen Mr. Alcazar since last night.
Is that unusual?
Sometimes he goes away for business, but his little girl is here. It's not like Mr. Alcazar to not at least call and check on her.
Thank you, Alma. That will be all.
Staff seems to be concerned about Alcazar. Maybe even more than you.
Well, it's no secret that Lorenzo and I had problems. Maybe what happened is really for the best.
Yeah, it might help me if I knew exactly what happened. You heard from him since we last spoke?
No.
Well, I've been doing some checking, and it appears that Alcazar's private jet didn't leave the hangar. There's no record of him arriving in Caracas on a commercial flight either, and his people in his compound don't know where he is.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time Lorenzo had his staff lie for him.
Yeah, well, according to his staff here, none of his belongings are missing, just Alcazar. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say he just vanished into thin air. But I do know better. Look, I'm a father. It's very hard for me to believe that Alcazar would take off out of the country without checking to see if his daughter was okay first.
Lorenzo has a talent for compartmentalizing.
Yeah, still, he hasn't gotten to where he is today by being sloppy and stupid. He covers his bases. He would not leave the country in a way that would create attention or suspicion, which is exactly how this looks. And another thing, Sky, people don't vanish into thin air. If they do, it means they wanted to, or they met with foul play.
Maybe Lorenzo got tired or bored. He's a very short attention span, you know, so many plates to juggle, so little time.
Either way, you just don't seem all that upset about it. My advice to you, you might want to file a missing persons report. That is, unless you want law enforcement to think that you had something to do with his disappearance.
Hey. I found this on the coffee shop floor.
Thanks. You should be careful around Rick, okay?
Right. Yes, your words are true and from a caring place, but don't you think they're a little, less for my protection and more to distract you from your secret pain?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm sorry to interrupt.
He was just leaving. He's...
Thanks. I realized I dropped it the second I got out the door. I just wanted to get Jake home. And listen, I want to explain what you walked in on.
I know what I walked in on. It's our big lie. And it's not working. I want to tell Sam that I'm Jake's father.
Sam, wait up. I picked something up for us for dinner break. We can go over some notes. Hey, did you settle anything with Jason?
No, Nope, I didn't. You seem upset. What did Jason have to say for himself? I couldn't confront him.
Well, why not?
I don't know. Amelia, I don't. You know why? Because the person who is really at fault here is Elizabeth.
You have acres of land. Why did you build so close to Sonny's property?
Well, not that I owe you an explanation, but I wanted to take advantage of the view.
Okay, great. But your construction site better be fenced in because if one of my boys gets hurt, there will be holy hell to pay.
You see, well-mannered children are taught to respect boundaries. But I guess in this case, your kids take after you, huh?
What is up with the deliberate antagonism? You don't even know me.
But you're not an original. So you're not hard to figure out. You came from nothing, snared a wealthy man, and you still haven't figured out that money doesn't buy style.
You need to go. There's a shortcut. Me throwing you over this wall.
Don't bite off more than you can chew, honey.
Don't let me interrupt.
Alexis? Oh, dear, I heard that you had a terrible health crisis, but it makes you feel better. You look as gorgeous as ever, really. Oh, and look, little Emily Quatermain, all grown up and a doctor to boot. Wow.
What the hell are you trying to pull here?
Jerry?
It's time for me to go public. Oh, excuse me, what's all
James Craig, you're under arrest.
James Craig? Craig? Who's James Craig?
You have the right to remain silent.
I mean, there's been a terrible mistake. This is ridiculous.
Mom, you need to go to your room.
My God, Jerry, what have you done now?